to public now.
Man, I should never. I don't know how to set it to automatically do it. I gotta keep going in and fix it.
Hold on. Let me see.
Stupid.
Because I could be wrong. I don't be knowing what I be doing for real on here. I know. Where would I go to set it to public?
You gotta go to it and the top right three little buttons, the three little dots. You gotta press that and press edit
Yeah,
privacy.
but what I'm seeing is these little feed preferences.
Nah.
Well, it says your feed, favorites, and recent.
Oh well, see, I don't know where you are, so I can't even tell you.
Favorites, unfollow. No, that's not it. So when I go to just on the main page right here. So should I go to like my menu?
Go to the actual post. Go to the actual post, and it should be the three little dots at the top right. It should say edit privacy and put public.
Oh, view privacy shortcuts. Mine says profile settings, but
I don't know, but yeah.
I think that
I don't
it's
know.
set
I don't
to.
know what that is, but
Hold on.
you go do your thing. We about to start it.
Control face recognition. Okay, see my privacy settings.
Music by the
Page.
Yo, 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 yo. What's popping, people? You know what it is. Video podcast. It's your boy Mike Free.
It's your girl Candy. What's going on, y'all?
What's up? What's up? Brandon is somewhere doing whatever he's doing. Truth is out sick.
He is not feeling it today, y'all.
Man, shout out to Truth.
Yeah, shout out to Truth.
Well, you know what I'm saying? So,
I need somebody to argue with. I'm just saying.
Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for.
Man, you know we do this.
Yeah. I know. But how was your week, Miss Candy? How was your week?
My week was good, actually. I just kind of been working and practicing doing my nails and stuff because I've been teaching myself how to do nails and become a nail tech. So it's going very well.
Trying to get that money, huh? Trying to get that money.
Yeah, I mean, all different streams of income. I already got like 3, so I'm trying to have some more.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with multiple income, man. Nothing wrong with that. Man. Nothing wrong with that at all. Man. Yeah, my last week, this week, regular stuff, man. Work, kids, bills, everything. So
I know you've been doing your thing.
yeah, man. Trying. I got some things in the works. We'll be announcing real soon.
Good. I can't wait to hear. I'm excited about that.
Stay tuned. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Gotcha.
That's all. So what we got on the docket today?
Well, I have to do a little bit of research, find some messiness to talk about today, and some good stuff too. But, I guess our main focus, we're going to start off with this whole DJ Academics, Tory Lanez, and Meg Thee Stallion beef that's going on right now. It is out of control. Basically, DJ Academics has been going crazy on Twitter, like targeting, going after Meg Thee Stallion because apparently they were supposed to have like some kind of court hearing or something, Meg and Tory, today for the alleged shooting of the foot. But it's just so crazy because I guess the date keeps getting pushed back. And now it's get pushed back to April 5th. But before anything could have even happened, I guess DJ Academics was on Twitter, like giving up information from some kind of attorney, Tory's attorney, I think it is, that she was dishing out or something like that. I don't know. But it's just so crazy because the stuff that he was saying to Meg, like he called her a peon in the game.
A peon?
Yeah. What's the last time you heard somebody get called a peon?
probably the 90s or something. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. He told her to get her master's and then come back and talk to him. He's demanding an apology because she got mad that he was spitting facts about, you know, what's going on with their court case and everything. But my question is, what does DJ Academics have to do with it, right? He don't got nothing to do with the shooting, but I'm guessing she must have mentioned him or something like that, and he just was like, you know, do not put my name or anything that I got going on associated with whatever nonsense you got going on with Tori and with her old record label. So Meg just is getting it at all different angles right now. Like, people are going crazy coming down on her, and I'm guessing things are not going the way she wants them to go. So now she's like, you know, talking and being more verbal and saying a whole bunch of things. I don't know, like, the full story. Like you said, like, there's always something crazy going on. So you just really don't know what the real truth is. But he has been dragging her on Twitter all day. And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
So what has she been saying though?
She's been clapping back too. She's just like, oh, y'all are saying anything. Nothing, none of that stuff happened in court today. The only thing they did was push the hearing back to April 5th. So she's saying that DJ Academics is lying about stuff. And she's like, oh, none of that happened. Like, he was saying that I guess she's trying to say that nobody knows what they're talking about. Everybody's lying. Everybody is speaking about stuff that they don't know anything about. She's saying that Tori's lying. And then Tori is just like, dude, I'm not lying at the end of the day. Like, and I honestly, I want to say for me, like, I'm real sketchy about the whole thing. You know what I mean? Because it's too much stuff that keeps coming out. Like, DJ Academics was just like, oh, they got some DNA or whatever the case is for like the handprints and stuff on the gun, but they don't match Tori's at all. Ooh. Like, Tori has no DNA on the gun or the magazine. You know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know. It's sounding crazy. Even when they did everything else, like when they arrested him and they did all the stuff they were supposed to do, there was no gunpowder residue found on him or anything. So it just makes you wonder, like, I wonder what really happened. And he said that everything happened because that he was sleeping with her best friend.
Wow.
And they were arguing. Her and her best friend were arguing at the party, and then he was all up in Kylie's face, so that made her even more mad. It's just a lot. It's a lot of back and forth and going back and forth. DJ Academics keeps telling her, like, you've been playing a victim for 2 years now. Like, let it go. And it's just like, how do you tell somebody who was shot in the foot to let it go?
I mean, she has been doing videos and going crazy.
I mean, that's what I was saying. I was like, for somebody that had just been shot in the foot, she was doing a lot of twerking and getting low and all of that good stuff. So I'm not doubting that she got shot. I'm not saying that she didn't, but it's just, she was a little too up and moving right after the incident happened. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a lot going on with that. And then, of course, Tori had some words for her boyfriend, her new boyfriend, Party. Yeah, so they've been kind of going back and forth, and he's been, you know, talking big shit. He's like, oh, when you see me, like, it's on site, you know, just pull up, you know, where I'm at. And Tori's like, dude, we already did this. I ran into you once before. You had nothing to say. Stop it. So I don't know. It's just a whole big mess going on with that with Meg and Tori. I just hope they get the whole situation resolved and we can all go about our normal lives and not hear about her crying and stuff all the time, because I'm over it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'll be forgetting about it until somebody bring it up, because it's like nothing really happened from it.
Exactly.
With the court, like, everything been pushed back.
What I don't understand is, how is this man, like, if he really did do it, why is he just out and about and roaming and doing what he wants and making music and making all this money and just everything that he's doing right now? I don't know. It's crazy. It's a lot of people that are on Meg's side. There's a lot of people that's on Tori's side. I am on the fence with it because, like I said, it's not enough evidence, but there's a lot of things that have been going on that is just not looking good for Meg, you know?
Damn.
But either way, I just hope they get the whole situation resolved and they can just go on about their lives and leave that woman alone, y'all. Just let her be.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. Man. We're gonna see though, you know what I'm saying? But
So
fuck up.
fast forward. Let's talk about Mr. Kanye and his new Balenciaga and Gap collab. Have you seen the outfits?
I didn't even hear about it or seen it. I don't know nothing about that.
So Stefflon Don commented on Instagram underneath his photos and everything. You know, you go on, if you go follow Kanye, you can see what he's posting and everything. But basically, she said this is the I'm not human swag that he got going on.
I'm not human swag.
Yes, and all of the stuff to me looks like trash bags and baggy clothes. I was like, he out here trying to have everybody looking homeless. I think that's the whole point.
Trash bags and wow.
I promise you, it look like spacesuits in that, John. Like they about to go do some kind of cleanup of a radioactive spill or something like that just happened. I don't know, but I was just looking at it like this is, and how much is he charging for this stuff? Like, that's the case, I could just go make my own stuff. I got some trash bags over there, and next to my washer and dryer and stuff. I could cinch them together and whatnot.
You gotta be Kanye to do that, man.
Yes, I guess. I don't know, but I just thought that was real funny. Stefflon Don. A lot of people had a lot to say about, everything, but it was funny that she said that. She's like, this is that I'm not human swag. She's like, I kind of like it.
I don't know about that. I gotta see it. I haven't seen it yet. Let me go look right now.
Definitely Google that. Look at that and tell me what you think, because I was looking at it like I will not be purchasing any of those things. You cannot catch me dead in there. But oh, and other news, so all the celebrities are like for real, I guess, rather going through it or acting like they on drugs or something. So Monica was just ranting and raving because Monica the singer. So she was ranting and raving about there were supposed to be some guys at her house doing some yard work, fixing a leak or something in her yard. And there's a video that they show of two of the workers.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's what I said.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is you doing, Kanye?
That's exactly what I said. That's why I was like, he got a whole looking real trash baggage to me. Like everybody's about to be out here looking homeless.
That shit look terrible. Come on, man.
Extra terrible, but whatever is Kanye, people gonna buy it. They have been buying it. So
cut you off, but what? This is last summer. I know what you did last summer, swag, nigga.
Yes.
Nigga I know what you did last summer. Look at this shit. All he needs is the hook.
That's all I'm saying. It just looks so crazy to me. Like, how is that? And Balenciaga and Gap, like, what was y'all thinking? Who told y'all that this looks good? Who told Kanye that? You know what? Kanye don't care about what nobody thinks. He really don't care. If that's what he liked, that's what he liked. That's what he wanted to put out. So, more power to you, Kanye. I personally will not be purchasing any of those items.
Wow.
So,
right.
It is what it is.
I ain't meant to cut you off.
No, you're good. I mean, that was the reaction I was looking for real. Because that's the same reaction that I had, but whatever, it is what it is. But anyway, so Monica was ranting and raving. She was saying that people have really been testing her gangster lately, because I guess people just been trying her, going wow. But she had some dudes, like I said, doing some work in her yard. They were supposed to be doing work in her yard, and I guess one of the guys decided like, hey, I'm gonna take a dip in her pool. So they show him climbing up the back of the waterfall, which is, it looks like a little, the rocks with the waterfall and stuff coming down into the pool. He climbs up the back of the waterfall and then dives into her pool. And then the other coworker was recording him. He was like, I'm going to record you. So I guess he was like, I'm about to take a dip in Monica's pool. Record this junk for the gram. That's the only conclusion
he
that I
does
can
what?
get.
He did what?
He
He's like,
jumped in her pool, and then
no,
he had
what was his occupation? He was cleaning her pool. He was supposed to be cleaning her pool.
no. He was supposed to be fixing a leak for something in her yard. It wasn't even the pool; it was the yard he was supposed to be fixing.
He just like, oh, let me just up in the
It's a
pool.
whole video and everything. I promise you. I promise you.
Crazy.
That junk was crazy. And she was like, he just decided to dive in my pool. Like, I could claim him on my taxes or something. That made me fall all the way out.
Yeah.
Because Monica's like, why y'all playing with me? Why y'all testing me?
Yeah, that's...
Hopefully she did something about that, or somebody did something about that. Because I know if I was her, I'd have been pissed that somebody who's supposed to be there doing work was taking a dip in my pool without permission.
Probably got fired.
Yeah. He probably should have. He probably got fired on the spot.
Probably. You can't have somebody like Monica calling in, spazzing out. Like, you can't. You're fired. Like, you fucking up my business.
Exactly.
You gotta go. You gotta go, my nigga.
You can't be doing stuff like that. It's ridiculous. People just don't. I don't think this day and age, people don't think about things before they do them. They just be doing stuff.
And then recording it. That's the thing.
And that's the problem. And then record it.
I want to record it.
I mean, but even still, though, even if he didn't record it, it was still being recorded from her house.
Yeah.
Like, it's a celebrity's house. You don't think they got cameras everywhere so they can see what's going on? Like, people really just don't be thinking at all. They just be testing, like she said, testing her gangster. Like, oh, she ain't gonna care. That's like you running into some random stranger's backyard and then jumping in a pool and expecting them not to get mad.
Yeah, right.
You can't do that. You'll go to jail quick. So, anywho. So then, moving on from Monica and her, being angry and stuff, we got this dude, Kodak Black. Now, mind you, last time, what was that? Last week I said he was a cockroach or something. He looked like one to me. He really does. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. This man has a baby on the way. Right?
Okay.
And he said that this is what he told the Breakfast Club, the interview that he had with the Breakfast Club. He said to his baby mother before the party, if it's a girl, I'm just going to be your baby daddy. But if it's a boy, I'll be your boyfriend.
Wow.
I was like, what? Like, he's so serious because he said he also, like, he was talking about that. I don't know. First of all, why?
He has money. And he has money.
Exactly. But that's the thing. And that's what I said to somebody earlier. I was just like, the reason she's only with that dude because he got money. She only slept with him because he got money. There's no other explanation, first of all. And then now you're saying, I'm just going to be a baby daddy. I'm not going to be your boyfriend. I wonder if homegirl was relieved. Like, I wasn't trying to be your girl anyway.
She pretty much won. If that's really his baby.
She definitely did win. She don't got to be with him, and she gonna be collecting that child support check. Oh yeah, she's definitely all set. But he also went on to say that any recording, like any female artist that he signs or comes to work with him or under him or whatever the case may be, that he's not gonna be their boyfriend or nothing like that. But he's definitely gonna hit. Like, that's a stipulation. To be able to work with him. He was mad at Dream Doll because he said they did a song together. So he was expecting that she was supposed to sleep with him. And she was like, no. So he got mad and like went ranting and raving and telling all these people like, nah, like if you're going to do music with me as a female, if you're going to do a song with me, you have to sleep with me. I'm going to smash. That is what it is. Like, I have to. Like, and then somebody posted on one of the comments, they was like, I swear I hate these lean babies.
Pretty much.
Like, what are your thoughts on that, Mike? Like,
I don't fuck with Kodak Black at all. So I don't even be like watching his. I don't be knowing nothing about, unless it's on something that I watch, like the Breakfast Club. If it ain't on that, I'm not following on Instagram.
It was on the Breakfast Club, and it's crazy though because I saw on the Shade Room, and I just was like, oh, okay, and I'm reading it, and then I kept reading, and I was like, no. I I gotta look this up. So I definitely looked up the rest of it, and he's very serious. He thinks that any female artist that does any kind of music with him is supposed to sleep with him. Any female artist that he signs and is one of his label, like one of his, they're supposed to sleep with him in order to do music and stuff with him. Nah, he's on crack. That's all I gotta say.
Moving on. Anyway, we're gonna cut into some things I wanted to talk about. Well, let's talk about the word accountability.
Absolutely.
Now, me personally, I've seen and been around a lot of people who don't take accountability for their actions. They're always pointing fingers at others for what they do, especially relationships.
Absolutely.
It's about to get crazy. So, have you been in a situation where you haven't took accountability for something? I ain't talking about now. I'm talking about in that moment of whatever you were doing. Would you be like, oh, nah, F you, pointing fingers at somebody else?
I've definitely been there before. I've definitely been there before, especially in my younger years.
Yeah.
But accountability comes with growth, you know? A lot of people just got to grow into that, like being able to take, you know, responsibility or accountability for their actions and whatever the case is. Like, yeah, like it didn't work out, but, you know, a lot of it was my fault too, because I was doing A, B, and C and this, and this, or this happened because I didn't do A, B, and C and da-da-da-da. I feel like that's something that I had to learn like over the years, for real. Like, because it's one thing to have somebody tell you to take accountability and you're just like listening to them telling you why you need to, and then actually growing into that and being like, you know what, whatever this person was saying before, or you can recognize it on your own, like, dang, that definitely didn't work out because of something that I did, or that didn't go right because of something that I did. And I think at some point in time, like, you get that little light bulb in your head that clicks and be like, nah, you gotta take accountability for that, because you know good and well that it probably wouldn't have went that way if you wouldn't have did it.
Everybody calling me now, like, god damn. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Relax.
Nah, you good.
But the reason why I wanted to talk about that, because shit, hold on, I was fucking up my damn live and shit. But a lot of people, god damn, sorry, hold on. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Niggas fucking my shit up, man. I apologize to everybody. Hold on, man. Got people calling me and shit. I gotta unhook that shit from my phone. Like, I hate that shit.
Just put it on airplane mode.
It's still gonna come through on my laptop though, I think.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm about to put it on airplane mode anyway right now. So, but anyway, I see a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people growing. You know what I'm saying, when I was in the military and stuff, like a lot of people, like a lot of baby mamas. I don't even like using that word, but anyway, a lot of baby mamas pointing fingers at the dudes, right? And even back then, I'm just looking at them like, okay, you got with this dude. You met him at a party. Y'all probably was drunk. Y'all had sex, whatever. You probably ain't used no condom. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Now you're pregnant, right? Okay, so now here comes the hard part. Do you keep the baby or do you abort? But a lot of women don't believe in abortion or whatever. I mean, I know some women who, you know, believe, you know, whatever. Timing ain't right. I don't want to do it. It is what it is type shit. I know, but then I know the opposite. I get pregnant. I don't care what happens. I get raped. I'm keeping it. Like,
yeah.
Whoa. Okay, but whatever. Oh, hey. But then down the line, here comes the accountability part. Now down the line, you're struggling. You can't keep a job. Don't have money for this, daycare, this, and that. And now you're blaming other people for the situation that you're in.
Oh, yeah, that's out of control.
Seen that too many times. It's like, no, You made those choices. Whatever happened with the father or whatever, you made a choice. In the end, yes, he helped you make the baby. Yes, that's very, very true. But you have the power to bring that person into this world, knowing the situation. So it's like I just be like, just take accountability, man. Just take accountability. Man.
Yeah.
You made a choice. You had a baby with somebody that wasn't even you probably didn't even know his name.
Yeah.
Now you wondering where he at. But you knew you might just do that at a party drunk.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy because I feel like a lot of women just don't be. I always have this conversation with people, especially people who are talking about having kids or, whatever it is that they're trying to do, go to the next steps and stuff in life. And I always tell them, when choosing a partner and whatnot, I'm always telling them, like, always be careful with who you have kids with, for real. Like, you have to, and that comes with the accountability thing. Like, there's a possibility that if you're not on birth control, whatever the case is, and that you are sexually active or whatever the case is, and then you mix alcohol and just meeting somebody for that night in the picture, like, that there's some things bound to happen. That there's a chance that you could possibly get pregnant if you're not being safe. You know what I mean? So a lot of women just be sleeping with whoever before knowing who it is that they're sleeping with. And that's a problem. And that's, like you said, again, that's where accountability comes in. Because at the end of the day, if you're not opening your legs to every Tom, Dick, and Harry you meet, every time you get a little bit of alcohol in you, then you wouldn't be in the situation that you're in right now. Now you want to be mad pointing the finger and stuff like that. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. A lot of women just don't, they see somebody, they're like, oh, I like him, like, instead of getting to know him or doing the research or like figuring out who this person is before you decide to give yourself to them. That's a problem. It happens a lot. Like,
correct.
It's not sorry ladies, but it's not always the man's fault. It's a lot of the times it's y'all's fault.
And this is coming from a woman, ladies, by the way.
Seriously, a lot of the times it's y'all's fault, because at the end of the day, you were the one who were just thinking about pleasure in that moment. You weren't thinking about the long-term consequences of what could happen.
Hold on. Say it again. Say that long time. Say it one more time.
You were just focusing on the pleasure at the moment and not thinking about the long-term consequences that might happen or that could happen if this goes any kind of way. Like, if he messes around and gets you pregnant, or because it's not even just you getting pregnant. There's STDs floating around out there. Like, you can get all kinds of stuff. You can get herpes from somebody, not even know that you got that shit until later on down the line when that shit flares up out of nowhere. Like, you just can't be out there sleeping with any and everybody. And I feel like that was a huge issue. Not an issue, but that was one of the main reasons why, when, being back home and everything, why I did not date or talk to a lot of the popular dudes around home back home, because everybody's sleeping with everybody. Everybody know everybody's business. Everybody's in everybody's drama. I, for one, do not operate that way. I'm not about to be sharing community dick with nobody. Like, it's just not happening. And that's just how I went about things. Like, I'm not going to sit here and sleep with somebody that I know and slept with half of fucking Connecticut. Like, I'm not going to do that. That's ridiculous. You got to be smarter about those things. You can't just, I would just want to be with the poppin'est dude and da-da-da. There's a lot that comes with being with the most popular dude, or some of the most popular dudes, because they got personas and images that they need to fulfill. They're known for getting a bunch of women. Some of them are known for dogging women, but you still want to get with them because you're thinking, oh, well, he's not going to do me like that. I can change him. Wake the fuck up, bitch. You're not going to change him. He's going to change for the person that he wants to change for. Period. So if he, to me, it just never made any sense. A lot of these women, y'all might get mad at me. Y'all might bash me for some of the stuff that I'm saying, but guess what? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. And the reason I don't care is because I was smart enough and I was raised well enough to know, don't just be out here sleeping with everybody that you meet. Think about what you're doing before you actually do it. So at the end of the day, and then if I didn't think and I did something, I wasn't mad at the dude, or something happened, I wasn't mad at the dude. I would always be mad at myself because I'd be like, bitch, you knew better. Why did you even do that? And that's a lot of women don't do that.
Correct. It's always, you got me pregnant. You did this. You did that. Okay, so you did nothing. You just sat there and you didn't do nothing.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's unrealistic. Okay. It's unrealistic. You did something. You had a part to play in it. So
Debbie had a part.
Absolutely.
But let's roll off into another subject that you said. Tested. A lot of people out here don't get tested.
Yeah. And I think I think that has to do with them being afraid of knowing. You know what I mean? Like, there's a possibility that I could have something, and I know I heard but if I don't check it, it's not true.
That's not good either.
That's definitely not good.
Not good at all. Because you could be passing that death clock around a lot of motherfuckers and not even know it.
A lot of people do not get checked. You should be surprised how, if you ask somebody, ladies, I want to encourage y'all. This is something that I need y'all to do, right? The next time you about to hook up with somebody, or if you met somebody new, or whatever the case is, y'all been talking, y'all about to get down and dirty, or whatever the case is, ask your partner when was the last time he got checked.
I'll pull it up, boy. I'll pull it up on your ass.
Men do it too. I want the guys to do it too. Before you sleep with the next woman, ask her when was the last time she got checked. That's something that everybody needs to start doing. Like, ask your partner, when was the last time you got checked? And if they say, oh, I don't know, or whatever the case is, sis, don't do it. Sir, brother, do not do it. Okay? I get the hormones be running wild and they be doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and you can't think with this head when this head is going crazy. So learn that self-control. Learn to think about yourself and your safety first. You know what I mean? Like, I want all of y'all to do that. And then I want y'all to give me some feedback. Like, what were some of the answers you got? Did somebody answer you and say, oh, I got tested 2-3 months ago, yeah, I'm getting ready to go again, or whatever the case is? Or was it 6 months ago? Or I get checked yearly because this, and this. So, you know, women, we supposed to go to the gynecologist. So you should be getting a yearly checkup. And if you're not, you're nasty and you need to go now.
Jesus, just stop what you're doing. Just go right now.
Just stop what you're doing. Make your appointment. Go do whatever it is that you got to do, because at the end of the day, you have to look out for you.
It's kind of crazy. And I agree with you. A lot of people are scared to know the truth. And also, too, I'm not with the whole I'm married, I'm good type shit.
Yeah, hell no. You still got to get at the same. I feel like if you're married. Yes, but I feel like if you're married, you should definitely still be getting checked. Like, because at the end of the day, you just don't know. You know, not just saying that you are with somebody or whatever the case is, and they could be stepping out on you, because that is a possibility, but also because, like I said before, you can have a STD lying within your body dormant for years and not know anything about it, not even know until something triggers it and it flares up. And then you're like, where the hell did this come from? And then your partner's like, well, I don't know, because this thing, A, B, and C. Or your partner could be like, oh, well, trying to play it off like, oh, I didn't know.
It could get ugly.
I read something, I think I was in high school and in co-op. And they had this lady come to one of our classes and tell us about how she was married to this man for I don't know how many years. It was a good amount of time, or whatever the case is. And he was HIV positive and never told her. Right? And then one year, finally, on, I think it was It was some holiday, something that they were celebrating. He came home, he brought her some flowers and whatever the case. He said, "Oh, by the way, I just wanted to let you know that I'm HIV positive. I've been known for a while, but I didn't know how to tell you, and I feel like now's the time to tell you." And then
Now's the
she
time.
went and got tested, and she ended up being HIV positive too.
Oh,
Yeah, it was so crazy. I remember just being so sad and like crying after leaving that class, because it was just like that made me really think like, wow, her husband did that to her. Her husband did that to her.
yep.
That was crazy. So yeah, I definitely agree with you 100%.
You tell
Married
me,
couples need to get tested
I
as
don't
well.
want to hear that bullshit. Oh, I can hear one person right now. I ain't gonna say their name. I can hear one person right now saying, "Oh, if my girl ain't say nothing, I'm good." You know who the fuck you are. You know who you are.
Mm-mm. Go get tested, dude. Like, don't be nasty. Stop being nasty.
Go get
Go
tested,
get,
man.
go
Hey,
get
it's
tested.
better to find out than to find out you got some shit that you can't get rid of.
Exactly.
I ain't
Like,
gonna
even
lie.
with my kids, I be like trying to scare them and junk, showing them pictures of herpes and all kinds of crazy
Oh,
stuff. This is what happens when you have sex. And they're like, what?
yeah.
But of course, I break it down to them so that they really understand. But that junk is not a joke. That's something also that you need to be talking to your children about as well. Ladies, you need to be talking to your children about stuff like that, especially if they're, hitting puberty and getting up there in age and they're becoming sexually active, or, not sexually active, but, wondering about their bodies, exploring their bodies because they're trying to figure out, what are these feelings and hormones and stuff that they're going through.
Keep it going, Kane. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Absolutely. I definitely need to talk to your kids about that. It's never too early to start, and it's never too late to still have that conversation, because you need to teach your kids at a very young age that, self-respect is very important. Self-wellness is very important. And just to think before they do things. Always have these conversations and stuff with your kids, so that way, you know that you can have a peace of mind at night, knowing that you talk to your children and that you're giving them this information, and you're not just collecting a whole bunch of crazy information from random people that they don't know. Because I'm a firm believer in, if I don't explain it to them, then somebody else is going to come along and tell them something completely crazy or completely different, or something that I don't even practice or in my household. So that's something that I feel like everybody needs to be doing. Everybody needs to be sitting down talking to their children and stuff about sex and the things that comes with sex, and the importance of getting tested and thinking about what you're doing before you do it, which includes knowing the person that you're going to be sleeping with, making sure that they have been tested and showing you negative results before you even decide to do anything. Like, that's something that needs to be done. So I'm just trying to challenge you all to make sure y'all go get tested. If you've never been tested before, now's the perfect time to go and do it. There's plenty of clinics. There's plenty of free clinics everywhere that you can go to if you don't have like insurance or money or whatever the case is. And then there's just a lot that you can do to make sure that you're good. So I encourage all of y'all to do that. But anywho, moving on. Did you guys know that Idris Elba is trying to put out some music? Apparently, he likes to do music and stuff, and he is talking about putting his acting career to the side for a little bit and going ahead and starting his music career. I'm interested in, hearing what the man has to say, what kind of music he gonna put out there. It's Idris. I want to know. Don't you want to know? Well, I'm pretty sure the men don't care, but I'm pretty sure the women do want to know. They want to hear. I wonder if he can sing. Is he a rapper? Like, what is it gonna sound like? What kind of sounds he wants to do? Is he gonna do R&B? Like, is he gonna do rock music? You just never know. But I feel like that's exciting. And then, of course, you get to see him more on the screen. Sorry, I'm getting all excited. Calm down, Candace. Oh my goodness. What is Mike doing? Oh yeah, he just said he had to use the bathroom, right? He been gone for like 5 minutes. Nah, I'm lying. It's for real probably been like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm tripping. Anyway, viewers, talk to me. Y'all got any subjects or anything y'all want to discuss? Any topics? Anything? Because I know I got stuff to talk about all day. So it is what it is. Oh, and other news too, right? So the U.S. What is it? Let me look here real quick. So the U.S. women's soccer team, right? So they reached a $24 million settlement in an equal pay lawsuit. So I guess in 2016, 5 soccer players on the USA team, they went ahead and reported a discrimination issue, I guess, with the pay that they're getting. So somebody must have found out that the men get paid more than the women do in that field, or whatever the case is. And that happens a lot in today's society. The men do get paid a lot more than women do. And that's something that we're still going crazy and arguing and fighting over. Like, we need equal pay, because it's something that should have been granted a long time ago, but we're still struggling with that. But anywho, these 5 women went ahead and was like, no, we're tired of this. The men get paid way more than we do, and they do the same thing that we do, and it's not fair. So a $24 million settlement and equal pay lawsuit, I feel like that's kind of good, like $24 million, but to split between 5 women, I don't know. I feel like maybe they should have got more. And that's just because this is an ongoing thing. This is something that's been going on for the longest, for years, since as long as we can remember, for real, women not being treated equally or getting paid equally or whatever the case is. So, still happy that they went ahead and, got that settlement done and that somebody paid attention a little bit. But what are the is it really going to change, or are they going to keep some stuff hidden and still be trying to pay the men more? Like, it's hard. It's hard to, really believe what we're being told in the media. So it is what it is. But y'all just looking at me? I'm just looking at you? Well, I can't even see y'all. All I can see is me, for real, but that's okay. Damn, what's Mike doing? Taking a shit? That's probably what he doing, for real. And I'm gonna tell him I said it when he come back from using the bathroom. Y'all know me. If I sit here for far too long, I'm gonna start smoking or something. So Mike needs to come back so I can have somebody to discuss these things with. And Truth is still sick. I hope he gets better soon. He over there sounding like Thanos and stuff while he's talking, voice all deep and stuff. He sound crazy. But I hella hope he feels better so I can have somebody to argue with. It's no fun not having anybody to argue with. Coach, too, I don't know what's going on with him. Where you at, Bran? Missing in action. I said, dang, what you doing taking a shit?
The damn chimichangas, boy. Chimichangas got your boy sweating.
Oh my
God. Your boy sweating out here.
I can't do Mexican food like that. That does not sit well with me.
You know what I'm saying? What's good, BGZ? What you talking about? What you talking about? My bad.
I was talking about a few things. I was talking about the U.S. women's soccer team and their $24 million lawsuit that they just won for equal pay and stuff. And I just was saying how, like, that's a big problem in America today of, women not being paid the equal pay that men, get for doing the same exact thing.
Going on for years, though. Like, not just either. Like
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. It's been going on for so long, for as long as we can remember. Like that's been a real like issue, and I feel like that's just what's gonna have to be the change. Like women are just gonna start having to come together and suing these companies that are not paying them the same that they're paying the men for doing the same exact thing.
Right.
So I don't know. That's just something that's yeah, that thing was crazy. So it was just like 5 women who did it, and then I was saying like $24 million to split between the 5 of them.
I mean, that's still some bread.
I mean, it is, but I feel like it should be more just because of the nature of the, the whole lawsuit. I feel like it definitely should have still been more because that's crazy.
I get it. I mean,
that's very, very crazy. Oh, and I was talking about Idris Elba. Idris Elba is wanting to put a hold on his music, on his acting career, and focus on his music career.
Yeah. I mean, he been DJing and doing music forever though.
But what kind of music does he do?
He raps, but he's from overseas. He's from like Britain or some shit like that. So he's real big over there, and he like DJs in the States and all that shit. I mean, his music is not really my thing, but
that's what I was like. I want to know what kind of music he gonna put out there because.
But he I guess I don't know.
I mean, I've heard him sing a little bit, and that's when he was on that Cats thingy, and
that was
I just was like, okay, whatever it is, what it is. But okay, so I didn't know that he was a rapper though. So
yeah, he was like rapping and everything. Like that's why if you see him in like a lot of certain movies, if you watch the behind the scenes stuff, he'd be like rapping like in his trailer and shit like that. Yeah. So.
See.
Yeah, he'd be alright, I guess.
I didn't know that. But anywho.
Anything else on the docket you got?
Yeah, so some lady named Ashley Hamilton, right, was a waitress making $12,000 a year, right? So one year she just decided to smarten up and she got her income tax money and she went ahead and bought a property. So she bought a property, went ahead, flipped it, made her money. So then what she started doing was every year when she got her income tax, she would go ahead and buy another property and flip it. She just kept doing that for 7 years. So she went from making $12K a year to making $12K a week in 7 years. Doing real estate, like flipping houses, selling houses. Like
a week is some good money.
That is definitely some very good money. Like it's so crazy how something as simple as that, like you being a waitress making $2 an hour, waitresses mostly get their tips and whatnot, or whatever the case is. I don't know where she was working, where she was making $2 an hour. I was like, they were really tripping. But for you to go from 12,000 a year, first of all, how do you live off of 12,000 a year?
Where was you living at?
Like, like how you live off of 12,000 a year, you know what I mean? So she definitely stepped her game up, but it's like it's crazy that it's that simple to go from 12K a year to 12K a week. You know what I mean? You just gotta have that discipline and the know-how and just really like do your research. Don't be scared to buckle down and invest in something and then put your all into that. Shoot, I'm trying to make 12K a week too.
Jeez, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's kind of crazy.
It really is, and it's like I really want to like have a conversation with this woman, and she be on a podcast called I guess the Weekly Juice podcast or something. So when she's on there, she like tells you how she did it and everything. Like she'll definitely talk to you, tell you how she did it and everything. And I was like, I think that's pretty cool because if anybody's interested in that, then they can definitely check her out. Her name is Ashley Hamilton. Look her up. Just do your research, see what you can find, see what you can learn from her, because I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to make $12K a week. Maybe not. I don't know if I'm going to do all the real estate stuff, but I'm definitely trying to pick her brain to see how she went about just starting her business and stuff like that. Because that's some real impressive shit.
Hell yeah! What? $12K a week?
Yes, in 7 years. Like,
hold on. So 7 years straight, she was getting $12K a week.
No, now it's to the point she's getting $12K a week, but in 7 years she's making $12K a week. Like, that's ridiculous. I want to know like what her numbers look like the first year that she bought her first property and flipped it, or whatever the case is. Like, everything. I want to know all of that. Like, what did your numbers look like? How did you keep increasing and stuff like that over the years? I'm interested. Like, I'll be always wanting to know about what people do or how they got into their business ventures. You know, I'm always like, okay, so how'd you do that? How'd you get there? And I hate when people answer like, oh, it's just a lot of hard work. And obviously it's a lot of hard work. Where did you start? What made you say, you know what, I'm gonna buy a property and flip it? Did you do research beforehand before you did it, and then just went ahead and was like, okay, cool, I did the research, I know what I'm supposed to do, and then you just went ahead and did it? Or did you just do it and then figure it out as you go along?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
That's a good thing.
But shout out to Truth. I got a this or that.
Ooh. Okay.
Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
I gotta go with Nickelodeon just because it's what I started with. I don't think Cartoon Network wasn't out when Nickelodeon first.
I don't know if it was out, but if it wasn't popping.
No,
it wasn't popping.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Cartoon Network, they got some good like shows and cartoons up there that had me like, okay, cool, you know. And then of course later on they came out with like Adult Swim. So then as you get older, you got your older, you know, shows and whatnot. But Nick used to have all the jams. Like, they had all the jams, all the cartoons, all the shows. Remember, what is it, the Legend of the Temple or something like that, or something? I forgot what it was called, but you know, all those different shows and stuff that they had where you can like go up there to live audience if you were fortunate enough to, you know, be a competitor on one of the game shows that they had. That was pretty cool too. But I definitely got to go with Nickelodeon because I'm a big Rugrats fan. I'm a big,
hands down.
Yeah, Hey Arnold fan. You know, Doug, all of those shows. Like, I still be watching them on Prime.
Well, let's go back. Now, I don't know if you were watching Nickelodeon or, you know what I'm saying, but I remember all that.
Yes.
Double Dare.
Uh-huh.
My Brother and Me.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are You Afraid of the Dark? What? Cousin Skeeter?
Cousin Skeeter.
Sound crazy now, though. Skeeter? That's just sound kind of crazy now.
Yeah, Cousin Skeeter. It does sound a little bit crazy now, but... You know, but no, not really, because on Doug, he had his best friend's name was Skeeter Valentine.
And that still sounds crazy. No, I'm saying because back then they wasn't saying skeet, like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't skeet, wasn't out yet then.
It wasn't.
Slang. It wasn't out yet then, so we didn't equate that to that.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like, ooh, cousin Skeeter?
Yes.
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 But yeah, Doug.
Do you remember that show, Salute Your Shorts?
Who?
Salute Your Shorts. That was on Nickelodeon too.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It's too much, man.
Man, yeah, I'm sorry. It's Nickelodeon for me all day.
Good Burger.
Yes. Keenan and Kel.
Ooh, man.
Keenan and Kel wins it hands down. Like that, I could not wait for that show to come on. Like every time it was supposed to come on, like I was waiting. Like Keenan and Kel. Okay, what episode we watching tonight? What was your favorite? What was your favorite episode on Keenan and Kel?
Damn, you gonna look at the straight episodes?
Mm-hmm. If you can remember them.
I don't know if I can remember all of them like that, but I don't remember none of them shits for real.
I remember them. My favorite episode on Kenan and Kel is when
Uh-oh.
he was trying to eat the tuna fish, and there was a screw in the tuna because Kel dropped it in the tuna. And they made this whole big ordeal, and they was about to like sue the tuna fish company. And then all of a sudden, Kel broke down and started crying. And he was like, "I put the screw in the tuna." He just kept saying it over and over and over again. That just had me crying because it was just like all the stuff that they were constantly going through. A lot of the times it was because Kel was doing stuff and then not saying what he did.
Yeah.
That just had me cracking up. But that was like one of my favorite episodes.
Let's not even get into SpongeBob.
Oh man.
That's like further down the line, but still, SpongeBob is.
I still be watching SpongeBob.
Me too,
I'm sorry, but I do because it's funny as hell.
Here's an old kid. I'm watching that shit. Like if I'm just around, put on SpongeBob, laugh my ass off real quick.
Exactly. I definitely be watching that all the time. So, as an adult, what are some of the newer cartoons that you be watching?
On Nickelodeon?
No, just in general.
I mean, I don't got cable, so I got a whole bunch of streaming shit.
I mean, me too. Like, what do I need cable for? I got hella streaming stuff. All the streaming platforms. Like,
he agreed with you.
Eddie Kane said, "Nah, that tuna one was funny as fuck." See, somebody remembered it.
Hey, no doubt.
That's gonna be cracking up. But so you don't be? Have you ever watched the show Rick and Morty?
Oh yeah. I watch Cartoon Network all the time.
Yeah. So that's definitely one of the shows that I be watching.
It's mad shit on Hulu. I watch F is for Family on Netflix.
I think I've seen that before.
Hilarious. What else? Damn, this is other show. Of course, the Cleveland Show.
The Cleveland Show.
Shit. The Cleveland Show. Family Guy. All the shits.
Have you seen what's the name of it? Disenchantment? It's on Netflix.
Is that the jump from Disney?
No, so it gives me like The Simpsons kind of vibe to it, like the way the illustration is drawn and everything. Definitely gives me Simpson vibes, but it's about like this princess who is supposed to be getting married off to somebody, but then she meets like some crazy elf and a demon, and those become her buddies, and they be going on all these crazy adventures. It's out of control. Like, you definitely gotta watch it. It's hella crazy.
Yeah, I fuck with Bob Burger. I fuck with Bob Burger.
Bob's Burger is funny too. I've definitely seen that before. Do you watch anime at all?
Nah.
You're not an anime fan. See, I'll be into anime and stuff.
I mean, I used to fuck with Dragon Ball Z. You know what I'm saying? But after that, it was like I don't. Not saying that I don't like it. I just don't watch it.
Okay.
At all.
Oh man. So I think we were talking to one of our friends, and they were saying that they want to get into anime, but they just don't know where to start. So I was just like, listen, if you want to start off with something, go on Netflix and watch Baki. That's what I recommend everybody to start with. That Baki, Baki. That from the start to the finish is just straight up action. Most of the men love it because it's fighting. It's about fighting, tournaments and stuff. And, people from all over the world coming to fight this one 16-year-old kid named Baki because he's supposedly the strongest kid in the world.
What?
Yeah.
It's hellfire.
Listen, it's hella fire.
That's dad already.
Listen, Baki's dad, strongest man in the world, has never been beaten in a fight. Like, hella crazy. You gotta watch this show. It's Baki.
All right.
Thank me later.
I'm gonna check it out. Oh, speaking of that, I mean, I should be getting paid for this, but the second episode of Kanye documentary came out today.
Ooh, I'm gonna watch that as soon as we done here.
Yeah. I'll take my check. You know what I'm saying, Kanye. You know what I'm saying. You can give me some Yeezy lifetime supply Yeezys. I'll take it or a check. I'm with that too. But
so crazy. No, seriously though. But I'm really anxious to see like the second episode because it's like I want to know what they're gonna show. I want them to get to the part where he had the car accident and everything.
They probably gonna show that next. Well,
they probably are.
Yeah.
I just want to know. I just want to see if my boy Cootie got the footage.
If he was in the car, that is he the GOAT. He the GOAT.
He is the GOAT. If he get, we'll see.
Shit, fuck it. Let's just get off the shit now. Fuck it.
Right.
We out of here, man. Fuck that shit.
And just watch it, come back and report.
We definitely out of here though. You know what I'm saying? About to go ahead and sign my shit off right now. Let me get everything together. Go ahead, do your shout outs, all that good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead.
Who, me? I really don't have no shout outs for real. Just shouting out everybody who's been supporting and watching me on here and giving me suggestions and tips and stuff. I appreciate y'all, because without y'all, I wouldn't be up here talking about what I'm talking about.
Hey man, also too, man, if y'all want us to discuss certain topics that y'all might not feel comfortable talking about, hit any of us up, and we'll definitely bring it on. Because I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
I talk about whatever.
Nothing's off limits.
Nothing's off limits. We can talk about whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can be anonymous, of course.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be anonymous, I won't. Depends on who you hit up. You can be anonymous, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and on that note, y'all have a great night.
Good night, y'all.
Fantasy on your podcast, and as usual, y'all ain't fucking with us.